Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. Of a truth, it's no longer business as usual. Times are changing and it looks like senators are now beginning to get jittery over issues that are really should be their concern right now. But before we go into the news proper further analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the news have it that the security agencies have been unable to locate a former chairman of the defunct pension reform tax team, Abdul Rashid Mayana, standing trial on the 12th count of 2 billion naira fraud and money laundering. Mayana, who has reportedly gone on the ground, was also said to have cut off contact with all his associates and friends. One of his acquaintances also mentioned. Our respondent gathered that Mayana had missed over 10 scheduled trial sessions since September and had also been incommunicado to his shorty, Senator Ali Ndome. That's trouble. The lawmaker representing Borno South. It could not be confirmed if he had fled the country, but sources explained that the absence of the former director might cause serious problems for Ndume. The inability to reach Mayana, it was learned, had put Ndume in a panic and confusion following fears that the trial judge Justice Okon Abang might order his detention over the failure of the defendant to show up in court. Whoops. The judge had, during the last court session on October 18, handed over a 21-day ultimatum to the lawmaker to produce Mayana. Abang had also threatened that the senator could be detained should he fail to produce the defendant in court on November 18. That's some days away. A frantic Ndume had solicited the help and the help of the Department of State Security Services, that's DSS. I really do pity him, honestly. He has employed the services of DSS and the police to track down the fugitive. Of course, right now, Mayana is now being termed as a fugitive. But also, the security agencies had been unable to locate Mayana. A security source said tracking down Mayana had been difficult because he has remained incommunicado and attempts to track his calls and locate his whereabouts have been so unsuccessful. He keeps changing his phone numbers. Nobody knows if he was still in the country or if he had crossed the border and fled justice. The last time anything was heard from him was October 9 when he claimed in a statement that he is actually not feeling well. This is serious. The last time he came on was on a video where he claimed that he had an injury, he's hospitalized for a knee injury or a knee surgery, of which it did take him like 6 weeks to recover. And ever since then, he has remained incommunicado. Now, you now see the problems right now that the senators are facing. And if Mayana, this is just personal opinion now, and right now Senator Ndoma, Ali Ndoma is not finding it funny. That's the senator from from Borno State. He's not finding it funny. He's getting agitated. He has employed the services of DSS already. He has employed the services of police, and he keeps changing number, which means he knew what he was doing all along. He had no intention of coming back to continue with the proceedings of the court, which means he's putting Ali Ndome in trouble. And don't forget, Ali Ndome is a senator, a sitting senator as we speak. And you know what that means if he's being detained. So now is going to set with this latest activity that Mayana has done. Is going to set a precedent. A lot of senators now, whenever any of their friends who have issues with court hearing, shorties, bill term, and all that, and they need the services and requirements, services of a sitting senator, they may not be willing to do that anymore. Now imagine if Mayana refuses to resurface, despite the fact that these guys are the one who this guy put his job on the line, put his life on the line, put his career on the line, his political office on the line, just to shorty you with the hope that you'll come back. You are sure of yourself now. Mayana was sure of himself that he wasn't guilty of any of those charges. Now he's now remaining incommunicated. If he escapes the country, if he leaves this country, I can assure you, Senator Ndome, Alain Dume may likely be in trouble now. If they detain him, you know what will happen to his office and his seat. And if they successfully do this, something in me keeps telling me that yes, Miana may be in for it and all that. Something in me tells me that if they successfully complete that of Miana and Miana escapes, becomes a fugitive, escapes without coming back to conclude his hearing, and Senator Ndome goes in for it and is being detained, the next person they'll be looking at is Senator Baribe. Because as we speak, Senator Baribe was the senator that shot Mazen Nnamdi Kanu during his trial period before he now left the country. When proceedings showed that there were some security officers that came down to his house and all those stories that followed it. Now everybody knows, the whole world knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not in the country, and everybody also, the whole world also knows that there was a trial before he left, of which he said if they can guarantee his safety, of which the sitting judge then, the presiding judge said the only way she can guarantee his safety is for him to come and stay in and be reprimanded in prison. Only then can she guarantee his safety. But that was actually on a lighter note. But the truth be told, if Mayana's case goes through this way and Senator Ndome is now detained on behalf of Mayana, if Mayana is not seen, the next person they'll be facing is going to be Senator Baribe. And they will insist that Senator Baribe should bring in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And in a case where he cannot bring him back into the country, then he will be detained. But they want to see how this is like a trial version, like what happened in hashtag NSAS during the protest when Lagos decided to use the presence of the military force on the protesters. It backfired. No state governor followed that suit. None of the state governors followed that route. They looked for another way. Ever since the governor of Cross River State have demanded that they should go for house-to-house search to get all those properties being looted by the populace, by hoodlums and all that. If you watch, other states have started following suit. They started demanding that their security operatives should start going house to house to also get back all the looted property. You now see what we are doing right now in Nigeria is trial and error. If you get it right, other states follow suit. Now, if Senator Ndome is detained on behalf of Mayana, who right now has decided to remain incommunicado, I can bet you that the next person they're looking at is Senator Abaribe. Senator Abaribe should start getting prepared and start getting his arsenals ready. Because if eventually this goes through, I don't know how long this will go through, because he has till 18th of November to produce Mayana. If he doesn't, he's going to be detained. And if he's detained, automatically the next person they're going to look at who has a case still pending and has not been concluded is going to be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they will insist that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not incommunicado. Everybody hears him every day. He comes on, he speaks to people, speak to his people, Biafran people all over. Okay, he speaks to IPOB all over. He speaks to non-IPOB members all over. His radio station is not hidden. Okay, so which means everybody hears him. They know he's alive, strong, and well. And if as at the time they put, don't forget that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said he didn't jump bail. He said if they can guarantee his safety, he will come. So if on that clause they can guarantee his safety, by all means, he want to come home. So let's just say it plays out. But for Mayana, let's say it plays out, because even Mayana right now, it seems as if he has no conscience. For him to even be willing to allow Ndume to go in for him, That's to tell you how crazy the world is. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? And what do you think will happen to Senator Ndume if eventually he does not get the likes of the manner to come in and conclude the proceedings, court proceedings they began? Or do you think that Mayana will be conscientized enough to come out at least save Senator Ndume from being detained?